If you found yourself in a situation where you're alone in life, nobody's around you, you're not alone. You see what I did there? But I have things that will make being alone, your situation of being alone, awesome. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be something fun. It's going to be something that you wish you could have all the time. But it does get boring, and there's a time where, it's nice to have people in your life. So, without further ado, let's get into this video where I'm going to give you what I use to embrace being alone. Make it a creative thing that can build you up as a person and give you the tools to make it just a fun process. So let's get into this. So number one, the first thing, people are going to come into your life and people are going to exit your life. And it's okay. It's a process that happens naturally. You're going to either get along with somebody and they're going to make your life better, or they're not going to quite fit. And it's okay to let those people go. Because when you let those people go, it gives you room to think about the kind of people you actually want to have in your life. The people that'll fit in your life. And it's not a bad thing to let someone go. Because it's not good for them, because you're not really into it. You're not invested into it. And it's not good for you, because it's just going to hold you back. Now, number two is when you do narrow down friends and you meet somebody and they're not meant to be in your life, then it gives you room to discover yourself. You can discover yourself at that point. You can discover in silence the kind of person that you want to be for other people. So when you're not hanging out with friends all the time, it gives you room to think. It gives you room to explore and slow time down. Because when you're hanging out with friends all the time, it's just fast-paced, like, let's go to the movies, let's do this, let's do that and that. And you don't have a second to really dissect yourself and dissect who you want as a friend. Now, if you're lucky, then you fall into friendships that just work. And yeah, there's sometimes you fall out of friendships and sometimes you have disagreements, but you come back and you have a constructive conversation and you come back. So if you're lucky and you have that, then that's a blessing. I'm fortunate and I have that with my friends, so if you guys are watching, love you guys, and thank you for all you do for me and for everyone around you. But it's having that solitude, moments of solitude in life is what really gives you the room to create your own identity and really just discover life in general. Life apart from you and where you fit into the world, into life. Number three, the last one, is you have to learn to find excitement on your own. So, say you just moved to a new province or a new area. You don't know anybody there. At first, you're going to feel that loneliness. I know I did when I moved down to Nova Scotia. But what I found myself to do is, hey, I'm by myself down here. I had my family, obviously, but I didn't have any friends. So I'm like, you know what? I don't have any friends. What can I do that I find exciting? I went to beaches, I explored, and I'm like, you know what? I always had bad skin. I always had terrible skin. So, like acne and everything. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna research how to get a skincare routine. So it's all these things just popped up, and it was exciting new things that I didn't really think of when I was surrounded by friends. And it goes back to number 2, where you slow down things. And it was exciting. That process is exciting. And a good experiment, or a good thing that I started to do, I'd go to movies by myself. Because I once heard that if you can't enjoy your time by yourself and in peace, then you can't fully enjoy your time with other people. And I did find truth to this. And I cultivated this ability to be able to do tasks or activities like go to the movies by myself, have a dinner by myself. And where most people would think that's sad and look at me like, oh, he's by himself, it's kind of sad, I embrace that. I'm like, I don't really care what people think. I'm going to enjoy a meal by myself. I'm going to enjoy watching a movie by myself, because I know if I can do that, then watching it with someone else is just going to be that much better. Because when you spend time with other people and time with friends, it's really just reuniting two energies, and it just, one energy, and then it expands, because it's just, that much awesome when you get to enjoy experiences with other people. So finding ways to make things exciting on your own is a superpower, because when you spend time with other people, you can give more of yourself to that person. Hope that makes sense. I just had like 1 million of these coffees and I'm just buzzing. Trying to do this in one take. And I'm gonna give you guys a bonus, because that's how I do. I like to do 3 things in a bonus, just like my regular viewers know. All 33 of you guys now. We're climbing, we're getting up there. I'm not stopping, I'm not giving up, and you guys don't give up on me. Without further ado, I'm gonna give you the secret sauce that where no matter what happens in life, no matter what goes down, this one thing I can always use to my advantage. And it's the reason why I've been able to accomplish the things that I have while being in a dark place with no direction. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Now, a lot of you guys are gonna be kind of like on the fence about this, but trust me. Trust me on this. God is the key to everything, especially when you're alone. God is the key to everything, especially when you're alone. And I know, unfortunately, a lot of people out there don't believe in God or don't have a God. They're not sure what to believe. But I urge you to do this. I urge you to just humor the idea that there may be something powerful, more powerful than ourselves. And just send a prayer out. You could even, if you're really on the fence about it, you could even not even call it like a prayer. You can just talk to the universe. Don't label prayer if you don't want to. Just talk to the universe and ask for guidance. Even ask and say, hey, I'm not sure what I believe in. Can you send me to a direction that points me to clarity? And it's as easy as that. Now, why God is a superpower to everything, especially when you're alone, is when you are lost, when you don't know what to do, when you feel like giving up and you're less of yourself than you want to be, then you can lay all of that on God, because He did the ultimate sacrifice for us so we don't have to carry our burdens. I'm not going to go too far into religion and like the stories, because I want to keep it broad so everyone gets the most out of it. But He's laid down sacrifices so we don't have to carry the burdens all on ourselves. We do have to carry half of the burdens, but he meets us halfway. So we go half, he goes the other half, and that's all you need to do. You don't have to go the whole way. So remember that in times that are hard, there is a God, and I pray that everybody finds their God eventually. And I know religion is a touchy subject, but that's what I believe in. So, if you think there might be something out there, definitely explore. If you're not sure, then just send a message out to the universe. And I've seen it many times where people don't believe, and then they believe because they just sent out a little bit of question, a little question out to the universe, and it was answered. So you'll be surprised where it goes. But anyway, those are my 3 things, and then that bonus that's gonna just make being alone awesome. It's not gonna be a scary thing anymore. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe if you're not already, because I put 2 videos out every week, and you don't want to miss these things, because I'm really trying to give you guys some good information, help you guys. I'm giving you guys what I learned in my life, and that's helped me out. So hope you enjoy. God bless, and woo, let's get it.